I just love photography. I don't go a day without looking at photography, and it can be from anywhere. It can be from anyone. My name is John Huet. I'm a photographer, and I live outside of Boston. I started doing photography when I was in high school. I would say that I wasn't the best student academically, but I always excelled at art. I wasn't planning on going to college. I decided that photography school was the only place for me to go. I chose the Art Institute of Fort Lauderdale because it was in Fort Lauderdale. And being 18 at the time, the idea of going to a beach community was great. And the school was actually in the back end of a Holiday Inn. Basically, everything it taught was how to earn a living as a photographer. It wasn't like an art photography school. It was a commercial photography school. They taught you how to shoot weddings, product shots, portraits, and that sort of thing. I moved up to Boston, and so I did finishing with a photographer by the name of Al Fisher. And that was my graduate school, going to him. He taught me how to be a professional. I've used just about every kind of lighting setup that you can think of. I picked Broncolor because I wanted a small package that I could take with me. I could travel with it. A lot of the stuff I'm doing with this is sort of location inside people's homes and things like that. I go and I'll look around and then I'll decide where it's going to be and how I'm going to light it. I guess you could call it situational lighting. Advice that I try to give every photographer is study what came before you. Because whether you agree with it or don't agree with it, there's information there. And that information helps build. And photography is not something that you pick up the camera one day and you start taking pictures and you're finished as far as your learning is concerned. I've been learning photography since I was 15 years old. I still am learning today. It really is an evolving thing. I photograph a lot of athletes. The difference between me and the athletes, other than the obviously physical ability that they have that I don't, is the fact that every day they participate in their sport is one less day they can participate, because eventually time will catch up to them and they'll have to quit. Every day you do photography is one more day you can do photography. And if you don't keep that process going as far as learning is concerned, then you don't have another day. And so I think it's important for young photographers to remember, just keep learning. Every little bit of that adds to your ability to take a picture that's different than someone else's.